Just started raining, so hopefully it doesn't make too much noise in my microphone. I ordered some studio light soft boxes, basically umbrella soft boxes from Shoppee about November 26th, and they just got here today. So I'm going to open them up and check them out. I had searched on Amazon, and it was $100 and some odd for a cheap set, and everybody had some good reviews, but a lot of bad reviews. And I said, well, if I'm going to buy something cheap, I might as well try, Shoppee and see what I can come up with. And these cost me a little over, right around 40 bucks US, 2,000 some odd pesos. So I'm going to open them up and check them out here. And the ones in Amazon had CFL bulbs, which I'm not a big fan of. I like LED bulbs better, and these from Shoppee had actual LED bulbs, so I wanted to give them a try. And they're supposed to be able to, I think you can dim these and change the color tone, which the ones in Amazon you couldn't do that. So I figured that's a plus, even if they are cheap. A little bit banged up. So they always suggest when you order from Shoppee, video the opening. That way if there's any problems, the seller's gonna want a video. So this will serve that purpose too. Of course, this has been several weeks getting here. Usually Shoppee doesn't take that long, but it's getting close to Christmas, so all the shipping is backed up really bad. I'm sure that's one of the stands. Boxes are smashed up pretty good here. That's the other one, and these should be the umbrellas. So that's all in there. So I guess check the bulbs first, because that's probably the most fragile part, and the boxes are smashed pretty good. They do come with a remote. Batteries. What was that noise? Something rattling inside. So don't know what's up with that. Let's check out the other one. See if they work or not. If not, I'll have to make a complaint. Of course, both lights come with remotes. Batteries for the remotes. I'll just throw those down there out of the way. That one's rattling too. Something in there rattling. Curious as to what that is. Oh, I do see I think it's the driver in there. I see it rattling around, so see if that's any good or not. Next thing's the stands. Those boxes are pretty smashed up too. Yeah, this one's got a bend in it right there, damaged. I mean, might not affect the operation, but I will report it to the seller. See how sturdy they are when they are put up with the umbrellas on them. That was a problem I read. A lot of them with Amazon was not very sturdy. So I'm going to set these aside here and then put them together and make sure everything works. They are fairly tall. And let's see if this one's damaged too. Don't see any damage on this one. They are cheap, like the ones I got in America, cheap, so. See how long they'll hold up, I guess. And I'll just extend that one when I put it together, because I'll video putting it together and everything, see if they work. Now let's pull out the soft boxes, check them out. Umbrellas, whatever you want to call them. Basically umbrella soft box. Oh, they do come with a cover over the top? No, I didn't know that. I was wondering about that because I was thinking, you know, I might want to make one for it, but it looks like it comes with one. Yep. So that's cool. I didn't know it came with that. That's handy. No damage there. This is a little stronger material than the ones in America. They just, this material all the way back, they don't have this reinforcement, so that's kind of cool. Okay, let's look at the other one. Now these were supposed to have a bag that carried everything. Apparently they don't carry everything. I don't know if you could slide the stands in these or not. Wouldn't get the bulbs in them, I don't think. Cover like I showed before, so I don't think there's any damage on that. And then I don't see any damage there or anything. So the one leg on the one stand is bent, damaged, but if it works, you know, that's all that matters. But I'm gonna show it to the seller anyway. So next thing I want to do, I want to reset up my cameras, grab an extension cord. I'll do it out here on the porch until I figure out how to set up my studio. I got more stuff coming from Amazon, but shit, like I said, shipping, everything is being held up. These took weeks to get here when they should have took about a week. So I'll get an extension cord, set up the cameras to put these together and see if these bulbs work, because they do, both of them are rattling. So maybe good, maybe not. So the stands are actually taller than me, which kind of like that. I wanted them a little tall, so, but for this, putting them together, I'm going to lower them a little bit. First thing is to set up the umbrella. There, you just pop those over like that, pop it in and it'll hold together. And see how this stand handles the weight. No, I'm going to take that off anyway. Top is screwed, so you could screw a camera or something on top of there. And take that off, give me a little bit more grab on these. Okay, tighten up the softbox there and get a bulb. So screw the bulb in. Okay, plug this one in. Plug her in right here. And there is a switch here. Light turns on. And let's check her out with the remote. So I think both the remotes will work with either both lights. I don't think the remotes are dedicated to the light. Get the batteries in here. And does it turn it on or off or anything? Nothing there. Maybe they are dedicated to the bulb. Oops, I think I'm a little disconnected there. Make sure. No, nothing there. Okay, let's try to turn it on. It does work for dimming. Turns it off just once the switch is on. Okay, yeah, I guess it makes sense. If the switch is off, it's not going to come on. That's pretty bright. Color change. Section. I guess section changes the color. 3 color. And CT, I'm not sure. But it works. That's the main thing there. So let's get the other one, make sure it works. I want to see how these fit on. I guess they just go no Velcro or nothing. Just like little pockets. Okay, that's how they go on, pretty easy, real quick. So let's turn them on, check them out with the soft box on. Okay, do a quick lighting test. All the lights behind me now, so I'm really dark with lights behind me. So I'm gonna set them up and try them and see how they light. Of course, we're outside, so we got natural sunlight. So set them up the way I would in my studio. So the lights work, they're put together. So I'm going to turn on this light, which would be the main light, then the fill light over here. We're outside, so they do put out some light outside. This is the highest bright setting. This one's down lower, lower, lower. So those are the lowest settings. Lowest settings. You can use one remote for both. Each of them has a remote, but one remote runs both lights. You just got to point at the light you're using. So let's try a section. I think here is the color of the light. So I think this is the one color. Whoops. There's the second color. And there's the other color. I can't tell which one is white and which one is more blue. I think this one's more white. It really doesn't look blue to me either way, so I don't know. But they do work. I'll just have to let the seller know about the damage on one of the stands. The stands hold up unless, like the cord, if I pull on the cord, then they will tip very easy. So need a little weight on those legs, I think, something to make sure they're not going to fall over. If they're just sitting in the studio like this, nothing's going to be tugging or pulling on. I think they'll be fine. So I think that's about it. That is the brightest setting. Yeah, this button here turns them down. So there we go. I'll turn this one off, and now we're using direct sunlight. So they do work. Happy about that. Just wanted to get them unboxed. I've been waiting for these a while. So like I said before, Shoppee, order something. If there's something wrong, they want you to video it while you're opening it. So this serves that purpose, as well as making kind of a review video or unboxing video. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye, y'all.